Tervetuloa. Welcome back to Finnish Photo Fridays on the Finnish Firearms and History channel. I'm your host, Matt Dorizio, author of Finnish Mosin-Nagant, 3-line rifle to Ukko Pekka, and once again, it's not Friday. Today we've got a fantastic historical image that's going to offer us a unique glimpse into the Finnish Army during World War II. Today we're taking a look at this photo from the Finnish National Archives, dated early 1942, which shows Finnish armorers hard at work at a Corps-level arms depot in Nurmolia. And what are they working on? Well, racks and racks and racks of SVT-40 semi-automatic rifles and some other small arms as well. Now, for those who are unfamiliar, the SVT-40 was a Soviet semi-automatic rifle which entered service in 1940, and its presence in Finnish service is a testament to Finland's resourcefulness during the Continuation War and the Winter War. These rifles were captured from the Soviet Red Army and quickly put back into action by the Finns. However, like any other frontline equipment, they required maintenance and repair. And this image really highlights the amount of logistical effort involved in keeping the Finnish Army supplied, even with captured weaponry like the SVT-40. The sheer number of rifles stacked up in this photo is quite impressive, indicating just how many SVT-40s the Finns managed to capture. By my count in this photo, there's over 150 SVT-40 and SVT-38 rifles visible in the foreground of the photo alone. It's a powerful visual reminder of a lesser-known aspect of Finnish military history, not just fighting with what they had, but also expertly maintaining and modifying captured enemy equipment to serve their own purposes. So let's take a closer look at this photo. So in the foreground, we can see stacks and stacks and stacks of SVT-40 semi-automatic rifles. By my count, there's about 15 rows. Each row has about 10 rifles in it. That's about 150 rifles. We can see a barreled action that's outside of a stock over here. There's some more rifles which have been taken out of the other pile and set aside down here. For what purpose? I don't know. There's a couple SVT-38s in there. You can identify those by the double barrel bands on the forward end of the stock. Moving up higher, we can see a Finnish armorer working on a rifle. That's an M91 by the look of it. You can see that the bolt's out of the rifle. He's filing something. Can't really tell what. Moving over to the other side, more Finnish armorers in the background. Looks like some Soimi M31 submachine guns, which are being worked on here. There's another Finnish armorer that's got one broken open. He's looking down the bore. There's some lathes, milling machines in the background. And then over to the right-hand side, these wheeled carriages are Sokolov marks for Maxim heavy machine guns. Coming back over to this photo, you can see on the top row, number of SVT-38s there as well. That pile of rifles, whew, yeah, that's worth a pretty chunk of change these days, in my opinion. I mean, an SVT-40, you're looking 2 to 3K. SVT-38, you're looking about 6, 7, 8K on a good day. The Finnish Army captured thousands of SVT-38 semi-automatic rifles during the Winter War, referring to them as M38 rifles. Of course, this isn't to be confused with captured M38 Mosin-Nagant carbines or purchased Italian M38 Carcano rifles. Nope, no confusion going on here at all. Anyways, SVT-38s were an exceedingly popular weapon among Finnish troops. They put these captured rifles into work without protest. The Finnish Army held approximately 3,950 captured SVT-38s at the end of the Winter War in March 1940. Then, once the continuation started, the Finnish Army began to encounter the SVT-38 successor, the SVT-40. The Finnish Army eventually captured over 14,000 SVT-40s during the Continuation War, with the SVT-40 seeing wider and more laudatory service with the Finnish Army than its preceding SVT-38 stablemate. However, hundreds of SVT-40 rifles gradually became worn out and required repairs as the war went on, as can be seen in this photo. The Finnish Army warehoused all of the non-functional SVT-38 and SVT-40 rifles, as it often didn't have enough parts to repair all of them. That's why it's very, very rare to find a matching SVT-40 that's also Finnish marked. The Finnish 7.62x53R ammunition often made the captured Soviet SVT-40 rifles malfunction due to the heavier bullets and the brass cartridge cages, which put more stress on the rifles than the Soviet bullets. Finnish bullets were 200 grain, Soviet bullets were 148 grain, and the Soviet copper wash steel actually typically functions better in the SVT-40, believe it or not. Finnish Army ordered the scrapping of all SVT-40 rifles unfit for combat in 1945, but they later relented and repaired thousands of them with parts cannibalized from other rifles during the 1950s. These rifles often contained parts from multiple rifles, different stocks, different trigger groups, different bolts, different bolt carriers, and like I said earlier, it's very rare to find one matching. The Finns subsequently sold the remaining 7,790 examples of both SVT-38s and SVT-40s to Firearms in 1959, which then shipped them out of Finland from 1960 to 1965. So, what do you think of this snapshot in time from a Finnish small arms repair depot in early 1942? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this segment, please hit that like button, share the video. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to Finnish Firearms and History for more fascinating insights into Finland's military past. Once again, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on Finnish Photo Fridays. Hopefully that time it's on Friday. Until then, kiitos ja näkemiin.